do actually have a representative from the Bath Dolphin Swimming Club here, and this is probably the most long-standing representative, Barbara Cutting, who's here this evening, officiating things, along with Dennis Toogood, and we have had Dennis Toogood on camera quite a few times. Oh, is he? Okay. So 52 years, Barbara.
52 years.
And what is your role right now?
I'm a trustee, I'm a registration officer, and a life member.
Right. So every week you still come here to the Bath Sports and Leisure Centre. And where else do Bath Dolphins actually have their sessions?
Then they swim at Monkton Combe.
That's the Clark swimming pool. No,
Monkton Combe is the one.
The junior school.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kingswood on a Friday, where we teach swimmers to swim from 5 years old and upwards. I'm up there on a Friday night as well.
Are you?
And University pool, 50-metre pool. So it's a big, yeah.
So you're probably never going to get to retire then,
No,
really?
I don't think so. I don't think they'd let me.
But I do know that you did actually learn to swim, or one of the places that you learned to swim was the Cleveland pools. And I believe you were a young lady. I'm going to embarrass Barbara now. She was a young lady when she made friends with another young lady called Ruth Parsons, who was a diver with the Bath Dolphin Club. And Barbara would regularly go to the Cleveland pools to meet Ruth Parsons, wouldn't you? Or is that not quite true?
Not quite true, no. I was meeting my future husband, Graham Cutting.
Right.
And we were about 14, 15 years old.
Right.
And eventually got married.
Right. So made it all legal, basically. Yes. Because I know that on a lot of these signs that you get around pools, you're not allowed to dive in, you're not allowed to splash, and you're not allowed heavy petting.
No.
But I've had I've had quite a few confessions. I had a chap called Mike Watts who said that he learned to swim at the pools, and he had his very first kiss there. So nothing like that for you.
First kiss, no.
So how did Ruth Parsons feel about being used as a scapegoat?
She was fine, and I got in touch with her again when it was our centenary, and we told the story again.
Right.
Yeah, so she was good.
Yeah.
It was just my mum and dad thought I was going to see Ruth Parsons, and
well, as I said earlier, the Cleveland pools, or should I say the Bath Dolphins, were actually founded at the pools in 1899.
Yeah.
So you then celebrated the centenary in 1999, and you've got a lovely book, all in your colours, the front cover, with lots and lots of old photos. But there's a little bit of sadness attached to the centenary, isn't it? Do you want to just tell us a little bit about that?
My husband, a fortnight before he was due to be president of the club during our centenary year, he passed away.
Right. And that was quite sudden?
A heart attack, just 10 weeks after he'd retired from the police, after over 30 years with the police.
Right. So that must have been a shock that sort of reverberated throughout the whole club and took the edge off the celebrations.
The Western Counties, the ASA.
Yes, of course.
Because he was connected with all of those as well.
Right.
So, yes. But
so tell me,
his name lives on in a gala we have every year.
Right, well I was going to, yes I know, and what's that actually called? There's a race in his honour.
It's a memorial gala.
Right, lovely.
Because this was going to take place just after he actually died, they renamed the gala the Graham Cutting Memorial Gala. And the council actually gave a cup that for our volunteers. So we choose a volunteer each year and they receive the Graham Cutting Memorial Cup.
What a lovely thing to do. So I have to just ask you one last question. Is there another Ruth Parsons in your life?
No, there isn't, no. One was enough.
Barbara, thank you so much for talking to us.